Boat Scenario is an awesome program for recreating calls, exercises, course maps and more as animations and images. It's one of the best bits of software available for coaches, umpires and sailors and can be used to win protest hearings, refine rules knowledge or explain complex situations. Best of all, it's open source and completely free, so there's no reason not to download it. Follow along to learn the basics so you can start making your own situations and work on gaining another 1% edge over your competitors. First of all, you'll need to download Boat Scenario. The best place to do this is SourceForge. No account is needed, literally just hit download. There's also a forum and the owner and creator of the program, Thibaut Gridel, is active and is great at helping out users when they encounter issues. Once you've downloaded it, you'll be able to go to your downloads folder and open the application. When you open up Boat Scenario, you will see a screen like this. The program assumes wind comes from the top of the screen and adds ley lines in which you can toggle on and off with the Show Grid button. You can choose the type of boat you use with the series drop-down menu, which has 13 different options, including non-sailing vessels like committee vessels and ribs. You can also adjust the angle of your ley lines with the ley line angle input. This is useful because different boats will be able to sail closer to the wind. So for instance, the Firefly ley line angle will generally be relatively higher than the 49er ley line angle. Next, we can look at how to add and alter boats. So click Add Track to add a new boat. You can left click to drop the boat and hold down right click to spin the boat relative to the wind. Left click to continue adding more boats. When you're done, double left click to end the series. If you want to add more again later, you can right click any boat in the series and select Create Boat. You can then add multiple boat tracks and recreate their interactions. Using the menu on the left, you can change the colour of the boats and make their path visible or invisible. By right-clicking a boat, you have lots of further options. These include trimming, detrimming the sails. You can add a flag, like a protest flag. You can add text. You can toggle a spinnaker on and off, or you can display overlaps and ley lines. You can also hide a boat in a series, which may make a diagram less busy if the boats are doing a complex manoeuvre and you need to add lots of points to show how that boat would sail around it. If you mark a boat as accelerating or decelerating, this will change how that boat moves once you animate the scenario. Next, we can look at how to add marks. So simply select Add Mark to start dropping marks. Marks are always in one series, so you just hit Add Mark again if you want to add more, and the numbering will continue going up. You can also right click to get more options, such as adding a mark arrow showing which way to round the mark, and this can be reversed with toggle mark side. You can also add ley lines and a zone, and the size of the zone can be adjusted on the left-hand menu, for instance to 2 boat lengths if you're making a team racing scenario. You can also give a mark a label and a colour, which is particularly useful for making start and finish lines who wouldn't need numbering. You can click the Show Wind button on the left-hand menu to add a wind arrow. This can be a static wind arrow for a diagram, or it can be useful in an animation to move to show a shift, and this can be done with the wind menu. So click on the direction box and enter a wind angle, and the index number in that column corresponds to the number on your boats, and so the wind angle and sail trim will automatically change through your animations, and you can use that to animate a shift. You can also add polylines to your diagram using this button up here. These are useful for showing start lines, angles, courses, and you can add points to them by right-clicking any point and hitting Add Point, and then you can add text and ley lines and all sorts of things to any point on a polyline. When you've finished constructing your scenario, hit the wand button to animate it, and you can also use the perspective adjusters to change the view on the animation. Sometimes boats can glitch in and out of your animation, and this is normally because the program doesn't think the boat can move in the way you're asking it to, and this can be solved by adjusting the track a bit or adding extra boats which you can hide in order to describe the boat's movement in better details, and hopefully that will stop any boats glitching in and out. When you hit File, you then have the option to save your scenario as a .xps file to work more on it later, or you can export it as an animation, an image, or a PDF. Toggle to the description tag of the left-hand menu in order to add a title, rules numbers, an abstract, and a scenario description, and those will be automatically added to the scenario if you export it as a PDF, and it will look like cool from the cool book. Thanks for watching. I hope you have fun making some cool animations. Please like and subscribe if you found this useful, and if you have any thoughts or comments or questions, then please leave them down below in the comment section.